So, PLF, Lixiviat 2024, I'm here with the surprise band that was announced only 2 weeks prior to festival. So fucking PLF from US. Hello Dave.
Cheers.
Hello Tonio.
Hello.
What a surprise to see you here.
Yeah, it's a
yes, how do you feel now?
Fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah, did you enjoy the show?
Yeah, it was great. Energy was great. Lots of dancing and stage diving and good sound on stage.
You got hit like by the mics several times.
A few times.
Yeah,
so
like
that was like...
You know, the mic stand getting hit usually means it was a good show.
Yes. Can you tell me how did you go to the festival and what's the story behind this jaw-dropping surprise?
Sure, yeah. So, Lopin, the guitarist of Horse Nation, he had asked, me, hey, is PLF touring around Chimpy Fest in London in September?
Yeah, sure.
And I explained, kind of a situation, my drummer, he has some family responsibilities, so he can't really play shows right now, if you know somebody. So a little pause, and he said, our drummer can do it. And I was like, whoa, your drummer's sick. Playing some shows this weekend in Germany, and I said, hey, I'll come practice. The secret got out. And so the organizer said, hey, we had a band drop on Friday, do you want to play? I was like, if he wants to play, no problem. So
drumming for September, Pipe was like, come on, Tonio, it's for you. I was like, yeah, really want to do it, but also it's like, kind of
pressure.
Pressure, because like PLF is like a big thing. And my girlfriend was like, you should do it. You can't say no to something like that. So I said yes for September, and it was like, you want to play Lixiviat? I was like, it depends of what Dave say.
And I said it depends on what he said.
Escalation of urban warfare. Merci.
And how was it, the process of learning the songs?
Dave sent me like 15 songs, I think. At first I was really chilly because it was like for September, and then it stopped me like really soon, and I was like, oh!
2 weeks.
I practiced a lot. It became pretty good, I think.
No, it was insane, no joke about it. How did you adapt to his drum play too?
Easily. Yeah, he's, fast, he's tight. He really put in the work to learn the songs, so it was easy.
When I'm playing, I can feel that he's like listening to me.
There's like a dialogue between yourselves.
Yeah, good metaphor. Yeah.
Next song from Devious Persecution, Wholesale Slaughter LP. The next one's called Blistered, Dejection.
come it has taken you so long to visit France?
To return to
10
France.
fucking years.
I know, it's been 10 years. So the last time we did like an extensive European tour was 2018, and it was like too much area and too little time.
Is it like a US thing to do like huge distance between gigs and
Yeah,
stuff?
honestly, in like 4 weeks we had like 11 flights. And a bunch of train rides and a bunch of shit. We didn't make it work with France, but when we would have been in France was during all like the yellow vest riots.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So I think it would have been complicated anyways. I've been a single dad for a long time.
Yeah.
And I have like my own construction company.
Yeah.
So I work like a lot. I'm not touring so much.
What are the major differences between the underground scene in the US and here in Europe? Like, are there any things that you find weird or annoying about playing over here compared to back home?
No, only the inverse. Playing in like the DIY underground in Europe is, excuse the term, much more professional. They actually try to do a good job when they do the sound. But American soundmen, they're like, I'm gonna DI your bass, I'm gonna make the kick drum too loud, and I'm gonna make your guitar sound like shit. Like tonight, you know, the guy doing the monitors, I saw him like moshing. Or one time we played in Budapest a couple years ago, and the sound guy, he got the sound, and then he was like moshing while we were playing. So, you know. In Europe, they're like really trying to get your sound.
Yeah.
You always get food, dinner and breakfast. There's a sleeping place. Yeah, you don't really get any of that shit in America.
Yeah.
So no, it's way better playing in Europe, which honestly, that's why we don't really tour the US that much. Do you have any comments about the US being more annoying than Europe?
There is like not much taking care of the bands. It's more like you come, you play, and you go. I was talking with Shitbrains. They try to make US get the thing, you know,
Right.
Like cooking for bands.
You know, I try to do
Yeah.
the same thing. I book a show like once every 5 years, or just when friends ask me, and I try to like use this kind of hospitality. Make sure they have food,
Yeah.
pay them up front, make sure they have a place to sleep, or I buy them hotels
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
spread the custom, like he's saying our friends in LA do.
So yeah, Dave, you're also active in Oath to Cruelty and Cemeterian.
Yeah.
How do you manage to juggle being in 3 active bands, having a day job, and being a father?
Probably poorly. Cemeterian's not so active these days. Oath of Cruelty, you know, we'll jam once a week. That's actually a pleasure because it like, as we say, keeps my chops up.
Yeah.
Because that band's like pretty challenging, and I have to solo in every song, and I have to sing in that band too. And there's another guitarist and a bassist, so I have to play correctly. I work like 15 hours a day, so it's hard to do anything. Perhaps a archetypically American way of working oneself to death. So let's see what happens.
Do you have any albums or bands to recommend?
I'm always very poorly prepared for this question. Physique is an American like D-beat band. They toured recently. I enjoy them a lot. Their live show. Sulfuric Cautery.
Oh yeah.
Hyper blasting gore grinding band. Yeah, they're great.
This one is like gore, but like hyper blasting. As you say, like the drumming is properly insane.
Super sick. So the guitarist from Shitbrains, Emmy, she plays bass in a band with that drummer, Morg Breath.
Yeah.
To me, they're kind of like General Surgery-esque.
One band that like really smashed me on the last tour on the West Coast was Disease.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're fucking great, man.
Yeah.
Disease from Seattle, absolutely backed.
Fucking great.
2-piece.
Yeah.
Drummer does most of the vocals. He hits so hard. Like he gets so much rise on his snare hands.
Yeah. Our good friends, Endorphins Lost, also from Seattle. PV, like really well made.
Yeah, I would second Endorphins Lost. Super grinding and ripping.
Yeah.
So thank you, Dave. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having us. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It's been a pleasure. Cheers.
Cheers.
Gripping torsion implosion.
Cool